Hey, what's up? This is Adam for FATMMA, bringing you episode 4. And tonight we're talking about UFC 185, coming to you live on pay-per-view this Saturday, March 14th. Main event
Dallas, Texas.
Yes, main event is Anthony Pettis versus Rafael dos Anjos. The lightweight title is up for grabs. And gotta tell you, this is one of those cards that is just gonna build up to the months and months coming up. This is a great way to start off the spring. We're gonna start off on the main card as usual. We're looking at first fight on the main card. It's Henry Cejudo versus Chris Carriazo. And I'm going to say this. I'm going to walk into the betting place. I would like to place a bet on this fighter. You look at Kamikaze versus the Messenger, and you see that Kamikaze's 17-6. 17-6, and the Messenger 7-0, undefeated. The Messenger being Henry, the Kamikaze being Chris, and you're gonna think to yourself, who am I gonna bet on, experience or undefeated? In this case, me personally, I go with the undefeated guy because I know his background, which I don't have to explain to you guys out there. He's an up and coming fighter. He's got to show you guys that, like, hey, don't count him out. He's going to show you. Even though he is the favorite. Kamikaze's a ranked guy. You have to respect that. He's the huge underdog in this fight. The ranked guy's the underdog, but I'm going with my heart. I'm going to say the Messenger sends a message to the division that don't take him lightly.
And I'm going to be betting a little bit different here for once. Usually I kind of go with who I want to see win rather than just kind of make a pick to see what my record is overall. So sadly, I'm going to swallow the bull on this one and back at him up here and go with Cejudo. I don't think it's going to be a great fight.
Cejudo.
I think it's going to be a pretty boring 3-rounder. And that's my final decision with that. So with that being said, our next fight is going to be probably this one should have been the co-main event, if you ask me.
Oh, I couldn't agree with you more. So you can't make a title fight not a co-main event.
Yeah, that's true.
But this is like one of the co-main events that we've been looking forward to. Like this fight card has a bunch of great fights in the main card. All of them could have been main events, co-main events in free TV fights. I'm glad they're making people pay for them or asshole stream for them.
Get a job.
But yeah, we're talking about Big Country versus Alistair Overeem. As much as I hate Overeem, I got to go for Big Country.
I'm going to be second to Adam here. I'm going to also go for Roy Nelson. I think Roy Nelson is actually going to put away Overeem pretty freaking quick. I think it's going to be happening either late first round or very, very early second round. But I'm going to go with the first round. It's going to be like in the 4-minute mark. I'm going to say knockout. I think Alistair Overeem doesn't have the chin for that freaking power.
Nope. It doesn't have the steroids either.
Exactly. So with being said, our third fight is another great fight. What we're talking about right now.
I can't believe this is like. I can't believe all these fights are on the same goddamn card.
It's fucking stacked. This should be like end of the year fight.
I agree.
So what we're talking about
What
here,
about the fight card coming up in May? Like this is like second to that card, really. If everything goes well, in a couple months we're gonna be having so much fun watching Johnson
and paying for it, like,
paying for it.
People jobs do.
Yeah. We're going to be paying for Johnson & Jones, Belfort, and Weidman. Fucking Cowboy Cerrone versus Nurmagomedov, and blah, blah, blah. There's so many good fights on that card. Like, we're looking forward to it.
So what we're talking about right now is Johnny Big Rig Hendricks versus Matt the Immortal Brown. And I think this is going to be a tough fight for Matt Brown. I don't think he's really going to be standing much of a chance. Adam is drinking some transparent beer.
It's called FATMMA.
FATMMA beer. FATMMA beer. So basically with this being said, I'm going to say I give Johnny Hendricks all the advantage here. I give him the advantage in striking, in the ground game, in the gas tank, anything. Johnny Hendricks is going to end this. And by ended, I'm going to say probably like third round TKO. Well, what's your thoughts on this, Adam?
I think Johnny Hendricks, if he wins this fight, he's just going to wrestle fuck him for 3 rounds, which is basically just holding him in place and doing all that stuff that some people get into, and I do to a certain point. But when you're safe fighting, I don't agree with it. I'm looking for Matt Brown to come in with some elbows, let Johnny know he's there, and you know what, he might break apart and set up a flurry and knock him out. I'm going for Matt Brown by TKO in the second round.
And what we know about Johnny Hendricks, that he doesn't like being punched in the face. Like when he was wrestling Carlos Condit, where first he was standing up, Carlos Condit tagged him back a whole bunch of times, and he didn't like that and went back to his wrestling game. And same thing with Robbie Lawler. Robbie Lawler freaking unleashed in the first round, and that he did not like being punched in the face.
Yep.
So maybe there's something out there. Maybe that's a suspect chin, or we don't know. But as far as speculation, I don't think he's going to punch. So it's a very good chance.
Weight cutting diet too, by the way.
Yeah.
I shouldn't talk, but whatever. I'm not a fighter.
And our co-main of the event, I'm going to let Adam pronounce this stuff because it's a freaking nightmare for me. Adam, what's our co-main event here, bud?
For our co-main event, it's a 5-round women's strawweight title fight. We got Carla Esparza, the champion, versus. That's how you say her name. I'm sorry. No, it's Joanne. Hendricks. Esparza is 11-2. Hendricks 8-0. Carla has only really defended the belt the one time on the Ultimate Fighter. It's really hard to say, like, is she the real deal and all this other crap that, like, people are talking about Ronda Rousey. But, she has this chip on her shoulder with the other girl getting the deal with Reebok, and she's taking that personal. Maybe her mindset won't be in the fight, but maybe it will be. Maybe that's gonna give her that thing to be like, you know what, you fuckers, you picked this other girl over me. Fuck you guys. I'm gonna come and do this fight. I'm gonna win. This is one of those pick 'em fights, and I'm gonna pick the champ, even though she's a newer champ. She's still got to prove to us why she is the champ, but I am going to pick that the champ retains the belt. I'm going to say like second round submission.
So I'm looking at my stats page right here to our left on second MR. I'm definitely picking the champ as well because stats wise, it's way better.
Those aren't stats. Those are abs and asses and butts. Did I say asses?
Possibly. So I'm going to have to back you up on this. I also think it's going to be ending in the second round. And I also think it's going to be submission as well. As to what the submission is, I can only speculate. She has quite a bit of...
I'm dancing.
Like Chris Farley dancing?
No?
All right. So that being said, second round submission. I'm just going to say armbar. And now, the fight that we've been waiting for. It's the main event. And when we're talking about main event, we're talking about Anthony Pettis versus Rafael dos Anjos. Now, this is a funny fact here, is that me and Adam here, obviously we're going to be going for Anthony Pettis. But this is a weird thing. The place we're going to is our buddy Nick's. And this house is a curse. Every time we went there, I have 2 fighters that have lost in horrible fashion there. Adam suffered one loss, and then we also seen Dillashaw beat Barral. But the fights we're talking about is, for me, the first fight was Anderson Silva getting knocked out by Chris Weidman. I was in shock. I knew he was playing around. He shouldn't have played with fire, but it happened. Second fight, guy breaks his freaking leg. How rare is that? And then the third time we went there, it was freaking Carlos Condit, freak accident. His foot didn't turn properly when he was turning his body.
And even before all that happened, one of the first times we actually went there, I saw
Chuck Liddell?
Rampage Jackson and John Jones. Rampage gets submitted for the first time in the UFC. It was like 135, if I'm not mistaken. And, it just keeps on going up. Like, we went to, it was Barrow and Dillashaw, and it was like, everybody expected Barrow to just decimate him.
There's a huge Barrow fan there, too. He was hyping him up, and we really didn't know about him. And we're like, he hasn't lost in 9 years? That's crazy. Like, this guy's going to demolish him. And then within, like, the first 30 seconds, freaking Dillashaw comes, cracks him in the face, and he rocked him. And we were like, oh, God, the curse is happening again. So
we believe in the curse. We go to Nick's house. Something crazy is going to happen this weekend. If you don't buy it on pay-per-view, it sucks to be you. But we still got to talk about the main event. Here we go. I'm still sticking with Showtime, man. I think Showtime is going to pull it out. He's a crazy, crazy great striker, submission artist. He's had 20 pro fights. DeSantis had 30. Pettis is 18-2. DeSantis is 23-7. Striking, I'll give the edge to Pettis. If you want to drag out a fight, I'll give it to DeSantis. Submissions, I'll still give the edge to Pettis. But
has DeSantis ever been in a 5-rounder though? I don't think he has.
I don't think he has. He was scheduled to have a 5-rounder, but he knocked that dude out in a couple of minutes, and that was Ben Henderson. Good job, by the way, DeSantis. That made my night.
Same here, man.
I wanted to see that happen at least once in his career. No offense to you, Ben Henderson, but keep the toothpicks at the restaurants.
That's crazy how he fights with those things in his life.
Yeah, like, what if I were to punch you so hard that it stabbed you in the back of your throat and you fell back, and then came down with the elbow, and it just caused so much more force that it went into the back of your brainstem and
pretty sure if
you.
Ben Henderson's watching, he's probably laughing. He's probably like, let's see it happen.
Well, I wouldn't do it because you can't meet my weight level.
You can't find me because I'm outside of your weight class.
Yeah.
So bow down.
No, but I'm going to say that Pettis wins by destruction in the first round. He's gonna show what the Rufus camp is here to be, one of those camps that you put up there with the Black Zillions, AT&T, and
he's in Team Alpha Male player too.
Alpha Male, even John Jones camp. Those guys. Yeah, you're going to be Duke Rufus is going to be one of those camps that you better recognize. They're bringing out people, legends.
I think
Pettis is a legend in the making, and CM Punk is a fighter in the making. Go ahead, buddy, you do it.
I think Pettis is going to be winning this in the third round.
First round, bitch. Second round, maybe.
It's going to be a third round TKO. I think the first round is going to be a whole lot of flash, but nothing really happened. Second round, they're going to start hitting. Pettis is going to get the advantage. And third round, he's just going to lights out. The referee's going to save his ass.
Also, I'm rooting for Darren Cruikshank in his fight. Fucking love you, bro. Detroit superstar all the way, bro. You're up there in my books with
For giving shout-outs, I'm also giving shout-outs to Pearson. Sucks for that last fight, buddy. You won that.
Yep, and Sammy Stout too. This is one of those fights. You're fighting Ross Pearson. It's one of those tough fights, but wish you the best of luck. Hopefully, it ends up in a draw. But hey, if you pull off the beating Pearson, but Cruikshank, looking at you, bro. Hope your eyes doing a lot better. I'm glad to see you're back in the ring, and Yeah, follow us at FATMMA, 4ATMMA on Twitter. We love your stuff. You're a great up-and-coming fighter. Same with Tim Means. Congratulations at 184. We loved you. That was awesome, by the way.
That was a decimation. It was freaking great.
Yeah, and stay tuned. We're coming up next week with some more fight banter and shit like that.
And I hope we don't have the Nick curse, because I don't want to see Pettis lose this.
I don't want to see Pettis
If
lose
Pettis
this.
loses this, we're not going there for any more important fights. He can have the free events so people don't care about.
If Pettis loses, I mean, if Overeem beats Nelson, it's not really a shock. It's just more of a, let's wait and see what happens after the drug test. But, Hendricks and Brown, that's a toss-up, really, because if you really saw Matt Brown come up in the UFC on the Ultimate Fighter show, and now he had a great run. He was on a big streak, and then he met Robbie Lawler, and Robbie Lawler was like, "Get the fuck out of here! I want my belt." So, maybe this is a chance where it turns. Brown beats the former champ, gets back into title contention. You never know. We're going to a house where crazier things have happened.
Only crazy things.
Yeah, only crazy
He should host that boxing event.
Yeah. Pacquiao and
freaking Mayweather. Ooh, if he hosts that, oh, man.
Well,
Mayweather would lose.
Anyways, tune in next week. We'll be talking about the something. If there's nothing going on, we'll just talk anyways. We love hanging out and shooting the breeze with you guys, listening. And we'll see you next week. This is Adam.
This is James.
Tune in later. Brett's going to actually put up his own predictions via phone.
And drunkenness, probably.
And he's going to have... He might throw up a challenge. We don't know. If he agrees or disagrees with any of us, joke's on him. We're the winners.
So this whole entire fight card, we both agreed on everything.
Ooh, yeah.
That's a first right there. All right, guys, with that being said, thanks for watching. Remember, subscribe, follow us, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, everything. Other than that, we'll see you guys next time. Have a good night. James signing off.
See you all next year.
And by the way, make sure you watch the UFC Countdown today at 9 p.m. Eastern. It's already past it for us, but, that'll give you more options for the show.
Yeah.
Later, guys.